Field from Wilmington asks, Dr. Steve, ever hear about girls soaking their tampons in vodka and sticking it up their snatch?
Now, that's a mucous membrane that isn't very permeable, so I don't know how well that would work. But I haven't heard that. But,
I want one story, one person to call, and don't fucking bullshit us.
They're probably just trying to kill the fucking the blood scent down there, that fucking horrible copper odor.
They probably just want to kill the smell of the vodka.
That's probably more for the guy, just so he can enjoy a little drink while he's down there.
Yeah, exactly.
A little flavor.
It makes it like New Year's Eve. You pull out the party favor, you get drunk.
Happy New Year.
Dump a load right in her fucking punched mouth vagina.
All right, let's go with this, Dr. Steve. Is that possible? If a girl decided to do that, would they get drunk?
Well, like I was saying, that one mucous membrane is not very permeable because you don't want it to be. The stuff that's in there, you don't want to be absorbing into the bloodstream. So, I would be suspicious of that one, but I could research it and find out for you and get back to you on that one. That's
you work on that.
I'll work on that.
Now, damage to the eyeball. What are we talking here with alcohol?
Yeah, big time. The eyeball has a protective membrane, and I think it could be stripped away, or at least partially stripped away by alcohol. And I think they would be putting their eyesight at risk. There's no question about that. Just drink the stuff.
Exactly. Just drink it, you dummies. Trying to put it in other places. It works when you drink it.
It does.
It works.
It's a proving fact. If you drink it, you're going to get fucked up.
And I'm sure these guys know you can get completely fucked up by drinking it. Yes. There's no more fucked up by putting it in your eye.
Right. How much faster do you
dummies
have to get drunk?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, by the way, thank you, Matt on Long Island. Vodka in the tampon was on an episode of CSI.
Was it?
Oh, is that right? But,
but CSI is based on some fucking true shit, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I would Snopes that one.
We're Snopes. What do you think? We're rookies? We're on Snopes right now.
Okay.
Well, Frank.
What does it say?
I think we got to solve this one. Period.
That's funny.
Stay on the line, Dr. Steve. We got John joining the conversation in Philly. Sorry about your flyers, John. What do you got for Dr. Steve?
Yeah, on Spike, they had 1,000 Ways to Die, and dude busted his jaw and had his wife pour beer in his ass. Got him drunk, but did too much and killed himself.
That's actually for real.
So we shouldn't put beers in our ass?
No. We had a medical examiner case in the National Association of Medical Examiners Journal, and let me tell you,
that journal must be a hoot.
It is.
When do you read the medical journal?
On the shitter.
On the shitter?
These guys in this journal, it's just page after page of bizarre death. They're just fascinated with it.
How did that one just happen? I missed it. I'm sorry.
And what this guy did was he gave himself champagne enemas and got alcohol toxicity from it and died from it.
Taking champagne enemas.
Yeah.
Higher in the Sierra Mountains.
Old man had too much vodka in the eyeball. So what? How many did it take to kill him?
Well, this guy, I think he used a bottle or two, and see, the colon is very distensible, right? So it's like a balloon; it can expand.
Sure.
And
how else would it take big cocks in it? That's okay. I said, how else would it take big cocks in it? The colon didn't expand. Fucking, Chelsea here in Manhattan would have no residents.
Okay, so that's an established fact.
Yes.
And it also absorbs things very readily, especially things that are like water.
Spills.
I mean, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, pre-cum.
Yeah, the colon is there to reclaim water from the stool. So when you put alcohol in there, it's all absorbed just almost immediately.
Wait, is that what the stool is? It's a water thief, and the colon is like the cop of the asshole.
Why don't they put it over that lake in Louisiana if it absorbs so good?
Bunch of assholes out there.
My old fraternity brother and one of my roommates for many, many years, Buzzy, who was just in here because he was in New York, backing me up. He goes, "Wow, Chili Willie nasal shots." We called them Chili Willies.
Did you? You guys want to do some Chili Willies?
Line them up. We're going to do some Chili Willies. I forgot we called them Chili Willies. But
why were they Chili
backing up
Willies?
my fucking story. I don't know.
Were they cold?
Yeah, cold vodka.
Honestly, I don't even think it was vodka. I think we did some wimpy shit with the sugar, and that really fucked you up.
Oh, Kool-Aid?
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure now. Or is that... that might be a separate story. I think the Chili Willies, were vodka.
Chili Willie shot. You guys probably talked the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you did so many Chili Willie shots. I couldn't believe it.
Man.
My nose is burning, dude.
It was horrendous.
Chili Willie.
I know.
We thought we were so fucking cool.
Faggy waggy.
Chili Milli Vanilli.
Chili Willies. Yuck. Yuckaroo.
Yeah, those are terrible.
That'll be a new name somewhere. Chili Willie's going to be checking in.
Wow, didn't think you could get to kill yourself there, putting shit up your asshole.
But I guess in moderation, though, if you did a half a beer, you'd be all right with the asshole thing.
Yeah, just drink it.
Just drink it. Leave the
Whose
eyes
wife
in
would
your
actually
ass
pour
alone.
a beer in their ass for them if you asked them?
Yeah,
But yeah, you would probably...
A good one.
Yeah, exactly. One who wanted you to die because she was tired of pouring liquor in your asshole. Maybe one who was so sick of your alcoholism that you needed to funnel it into your colon.
Jim, are you saying that's a problem, Jimmy?
Oh, my
When it gets
God.
to the point where your wife is pouring fucking beers in your ass?
Just take the whole
can, you
Yes.
pussy.
When you could talk on the phone as you're consuming alcohol, you're a fucking drunk.
You might have a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. You're knocking on death's door.
Could you do it in a southern accent? Because I think we got a Jeff Foxworthy thing developing here.
Yeah.
You're
You might be an alcoholic if.
Right.
You got marshmallows in your asshole.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, Dr. Steve, again, my God, thank you so much for your medical help with us.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Bye,
guy
Steve.
knows
Where
a
No
lot.
Amazing.
buys. How was the rest of your vacation?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still on it.
are you?
Even he's on vacation this week.
Where are
Yeah.
you?
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina.
Visiting the wife's family, your family?
No. We're just hanging. It's good. They got great beaches here, and it's not
Okay.
far from our house. So
Works.
it's the closest beach to where we live. So
What was the coolest thing you did on vacation so far? And I'm not hanging
Obviously,
up on you. I
these
really want a real
calls.
answer.
oh, what's that? Yeah, talking to Opie and Andy.
Yeah, it must be these calls.
But you're not doing anything cool.
No,
we
we
heard
did a-
about the kite thing.
We did.
That's racist.
No, I took the boys.
Oh,
fishing.
kite.
We got a guide and went out fishing and just caught a ton of fish and just stuff like that.
Fish killer!
Yeah, they're really
nothing
tasty if you eat them with your ass.
They digest quicker.
Yeah, they digest faster. They're more protein in your system.
That's great. He's down in the Gulf fishing. What a fun fucking vacation.
All right, we got
Caught
one
a
more.
bunch of oily Italian fish.
I can't pull this one onto the boat. It's too slippery.
Oh, and then they hopped in the boat with their Italian oily charm.
All right, we got one more question for you because Chris here. Chris, go ahead. You got Dr. Steve on the line.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
Chris.
Turn down your radio. That's a delay. You're live right now.
You're up. Go.
Oh, I was just calling to say that.
Gary's wife goes down to check on him. She did. She finally went
Oh,
downstairs.
Hold on. Gary, okay. Do you know if he's breathing? He's moving. I can hear him making noise. You can hear him moving? Mm-hmm. Gary, are you okay? Can you tell him to put pressure on the wound? Well, it's on the back of his head. Okay, but he needs to still try and put pressure on the wound if he's talking to you. Gary, you gotta put pressure on your wound. What happened? Don't, Gary, don't. Don't fall. No, Roxy. Can you go where he is and help him? He's lethargic. I can't really help him. I just need help quick. Okay, I've got him on the way. I'm just trying to help you out until they get there, okay? Okay. I just can't be here with the blood. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't. I have my dog. Stay like that, okay?
What the fuck?
She can't be there with all the blood, so she just left.
She sucks.
She is terrible.
What the
She's fucking worthless. I can't be here all the... How about you toughen up, bitch? Your husband's dying.
Dying right in front of your eyes, and you and your dog's going back upstairs because you can't handle the blood. That's enraging.
It hurts.
This poor Gary Coleman.
Yeah, this fucking twat.
Just got fucked at every turn.
These fidgets never go well.
They really don't.
They never check out well.
You put him in a red jacket with a lantern. God bless him. They're so adorable, but...
Couldn't handle the blood. I'm sure it's no treat, but you get in there. You get dirty.
Yeah.
Get dirty. Do whatever you can. Start giving him mouth to mouth, even though he's foaming. Try something.
Go on the back of his noggin there.
Man, it continues. Gary's wife tries to get him to put pressure on the wound.
Where is he at now? On the floor in the kitchen. And he's just sitting there. He's sitting up now, but he's like, no. I mean, his head's all bloody in the back. And I can't drive because, you know, like I said, I have seizures and I've been sick. And
of course you can't.
It's all about her.
Of course you can't drive.
I can't drive. I have seizures and...
You know, at that point, you take a chance and you fucking get in your car with the bloody little thing and get to a hospital.
Just awful. Imagine relying on this fucking asshole. Your head split open.
He's just sitting there going, I'm going to drop because of this dummy.
Oh, my God, I'm going. Yeah.
And, you know, I can't do anything right now. And, you know. And what's your name? Shannon Price. Okay. Shannon, can you tell him to try and put pressure on the back of his head? No, can't. It's like all bloody, and I'm not trying to do. He's not with it. I asked him. I said, "Can you put?" Okay, but keep asking him until he does it because he may not be able to understand what you're saying. So, is there any way you can go in there and at least give him a towel? Hold on, yeah.
Can you believe this fucking cunt?
Wow, is she useless?
What a fucking worthless twat. She's not even applying
Bring
pressure.
Bring a towel, dummy.
She's like, no, I can't. It's not about you, you selfish bitch.
Me.
Fucking selfish bitch.
Show a little gumption.
Her husband's dying, and she couldn't fucking toughen up and hold a towel to his head?
I got a question. Was Gary at the bottom of the stairs?
He was in the kitchen. I don't know. You think there might be something suspicious?
Well, I don't know.
My first thought is she hit him with something, but you know. Well, people don't die from falling, but I guess he did.
They had some problems over the years, didn't they?
Yeah.
I've read some things.
And she pulled him off life support like after 2 days.
Right.
I hate this. I hate his girl.
He enticed me.
She got tired
to play that now.
She got tired of him walking under her and then like reaching up and slapping her pussy. She had enough.
She couldn't even fucking apply pressure.
She's worthless.
What the fuck?
Hold on, yeah. Okay. I can try and find one for him. I'm just panicked. I don't know what to do. I was a dragon by this fucking crazy person. I just don't want him to die. I'm freaking out like really bad.
Give him your shirt, you selfish bitch.
I understand. We just need to try and get some help. So we need to try and get that. Don't move. Stay there, okay? You have to put this on your head. Oh. Keep pressure on this, okay? Hold this. And your body like all freaking over. Don't move.
What an unsupportive, worthless woman.
Yeah. Thank you,
She's
bitch.
worthless.
I'll take care of my own head wound.
Instead of her holding it there and you're going to be okay, you're going to be okay.
Holding him a little bit.
She sucks.
Walk it off, dick.
Wow, is she worthless.
Take care of your own wounds in that house.
How did he fucking hook up with this worthless fucking
He's
horse
4'2". What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think he was going to get?
He was just looking at that thinking, I'm going to...
Average broad's not going to hang with the Gary Coleman.
Yeah. That's why she was with him.
She liked that.
And he was with her, because she was fucking crazy. She sounds like she can't fucking do anything.
Oh, she's valueless. Oof. Hope she dates Joanne Vandersloot next.
We're gonna seg into that story in a second. We got one more clip, but then we're going right into that story, and then we're gonna move on to that car fucking creep.
He should just be shot.
Yeah, we got some stuff to do, but first, more of the 9/11. Jesus, 911 call.
I don't even know why you're standing. Here. Tell him he needs to sit down. You need to sit down. Sit down. Barry, sit down. What's wrong? Look at the floor. Sit down. Oh, sit down. Ready? You gotta sit, okay? And keep that. Okay, can you check the front door? I have somebody that's just calling up now. You guys can come in and tell them to come in. Okay. Just tell them to walk in. I'm gagging. I got blood on myself. I can't deal.
I can't deal.
She's gagging. She's got blood on herself.
It's all about you. I fucking hate this woman.
She topples over every time she gets her period.
Yeah, I got blood on myself.
Falls over.
I can't deal. What a selfish pig.
Like if Gary Coleman walks in, he sees a fainting goat on the floor with a string hanging out of it.
She's fucking worthless.
Oh, she's ugly as... Oh, look how ugly she is.
Oh, her big... She has retard gums.
Yeah.
She
really does.
Oh, big fucking Down syndrome gums.
Poor Gary Coleman.
I know, he had to kiss those big guys. I bet she would just lift her dumb horse lip and he would kiss her gums.
Oh, yeah.
She stinks.
Time to walk in. I'm gagging. I got blood on myself. I can't deal. Can you go to the front door? They can come in. I know, but I want you to go to the front door. If it's making me gag, I want you to go to the front door and open it for him. It's open. It's open.
It's open. Go to the front door.
I just can't stand very long without, Okay. And I'm like panic-stricken, and I want you to let me know when the officers are with you, okay? He's here right now. Okay, then I'm going to let you go, okay, Shannon? Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, bye. Bye.
Sounds like just a typical head wound. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, it was a bad one, but it wasn't like he had a severed fucking throat or something.
Well, he knocked his fucking brain into his skull. That's it. He was dead man sitting there.
But I'm just saying, like, she couldn't handle that.
She couldn't handle that.
Some blood pouring out of a...
And then she's
out
like...
out of the back of the head.
Like, go to the door and let him in. She's like, the door's open. She goes, no, go down there and let the cops in. Now they'll come in. What a useless piece of shit.
The worst of the week countdown.
Sam, we're always in for a treat when Rich Vos is involved. He's not in studio, but he's on the phone, and we get to play a brand new game.
Well, we've played a lot of games with Rich Vos in the past. Most deal with how stupid he is. This one, how old he is. It's what's older than Rich Vos? Turns out, spoiler, not much. Not much is older, but Rich Vos is older than a lot of things. Depending on which side you take, you can win a lot of money. Rich Vos and the new game right now.
Number 8.
All right, really quickly, Vos, we're gonna play What's Older. All right, you ready for this?
Okay.
What's older, Vos or Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo?
Oh, am I supposed to answer this?
Bob Levy's going to answer it. We got Bob Kelly in studio now.
Bob.
He
Hi,
said,
Steve. Dr. Steve.
What'd you say?
It's when your balls smell like your ass and your like the skin, the hair follicles or something get tainted.
Yeah, folliculitis.
There you go. Folliculitis. Yeah.
You got what?
I think you had folliculitis.
What's folliculitis?
That's when your fucking asshole stinks.
Well, let's get the fucking
the medical
fucking definition.
Not the Bob Kelly definition.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help people out there who don't fucking read.
Go ahead, Dr. Steve.
Yeah, it's basically an inflammation and or infection of the hair follicles, and it causes. It looks like a bunch of zits, but they're all centered around where the hair comes out of the skin.
Oh shit! Maybe I didn't have that.
Oh god!
Exactly. Maybe your
they
asshole's
look
dirty.
Oh fuck it, eh?
Nah, that's not what I had.
So what?
That's not what I had.
The hair's around the asshole? Because that's what Bobby was saying.
No, that's not what I had. I had the other one with like it's just you're fucking. That's not what I had. Not folliculitis. I had the fucking where it was just a little smelly.
You're so descriptive.
When your balls smell. What is that?
Fucking
When
wash
your
your
balls
balls.
smell
Hot.
Jesus.
Wash your fucking balls.
Yeah, see that or
Crotch rod or what do you got?
Yeah. Did you have a yeast infection? Like
yeah,
like
guys
a girl?
Guys can get yeast infections, right?
You know what?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what jock itch is a yeast infection.
My balls stunk. You know what I did? I bought my girlfriend Scope. And I fixed it.
So to stop drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, exactly. Stop licking my cock and balls first thing in the morning.
Now, Bobby said he got rid of his disease, his ass disease. You said it was an ass disease.
Ass disease.
By shaving his balls and his asshole.
Well, good for him.
Exactly, because that doesn't get rid of it, right, sir? I think Bobby needed an excuse to shave his asshole and his fucking balls.
Did you prolapse?
Like if you have crabs, that was the old school way of getting rid of crabs was just to shave yourself.
What's the new school way? Do they have an app?
There's medication you can use.
An app.
Is the medication with the little comb?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Isn't that for crabs?
Yeah, we're talking about crabs.
Oh,
It's a little comb to part your asshole hair. Real nice.
Yeah, like a little mustache, like a villain mustache. Dude, but
It's allowed.
yeah, but you know what? That's not old school. If you get crabs, you're still shaving your fucking bush fat.
No, you don't have to.
You don't have to, but you got to because I don't want. What if? I'm not. You're still gonna shave it off. You're not gonna keep it and trust some shit you bought at CVS. Those suckers jump.
I mean, kids with head lice, it's basically the same thing. I mean, crabs is just head lice on your nuts.
Crabs is head lice. Head lice is just.
I thought it was two different species.
Well, they probably are two different species, but who cares? They're lice.
Discovery Channel.
Really? All right, so Bobby has smelly balls.
There it is. What's that? What's that?
That's what you have?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
Oh, my God.
It's actually a photo of my nuts.
I think that's your fucking nuts, huh?
It's like white, crusty
Yeast
stuff.
infection, it would certainly be smelly. It would be kind of.
All right, what is that? Oh, my God. We finally got Bobby. Wow, that's fucked up. What is that? It looks like the entrance to a Mexican cave or something.
It's somebody who...
Well, hey, guys,
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Danny's explaining why Bobby's puking. We weren't even going for the Bobby puke bit today, by the way.
I just punched up. It's a picture of someone's eyelid, like their eyelash.
Eyelid? I thought that was an asshole. Stop again.
I saw the. I understand
It's
an
pubic
eyelid.
lice on an eyelid.
I thought it was an asshole, dude. I thought it was a dead asshole.
A dead asshole.
That's
all
that's
right.
fucking. Wow. Okay.
I thought that was somebody's asshole.
We got you good, Bobby. We weren't even going for this bit today. I swear.
God, that's fucking gross.
You were saying, Dr. Steve.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that it's probably something you guys have seen a million times, but have you ever Googled the blue waffle?
Oh, the blue waffle. Have you ever seen the blue waffle, Bobby?
But I also said I'd rather pay
what did
my
you,
tax money
how
to
did you
these
ruin it?
fighter aircraft than to housing projects. So it was a little like, oh, why'd you have to say that? And I said, because they're cool to watch.
Oh, yeah, because you could end it with FA-18s over...
Yeah, over my head.
Oh, okay, over my head. You missed the whole word there.
Yeah, I know. That happens.
It happens. Over my head makes me not mind taxes so much. I'd rather pay for one of these than a housing project.
Yeah. Like, I didn't want my tax money. I wanted to go to fighter aircraft. They're amazing.
That is a cool picture, though.
Oh,
Fuck.
God damn.
What did that sound like when we went over the boat?
Unbelievable.
They are amazing. They're so fucking loud when they come over you.
They'll fly in front of you, kind of, and then one came right over our head. And then the rear of the rear of the plane is facing you. The sound is like a rocket engine taking off.
And it
The
delays,
loudest
too.
plane does not inspire as much as the quietest bird.
Exactly.
Fuck, I love it.
Oh, God,
I love it.
hate Inspirational Jimmy.
No, that kind of-
Inspirational Jimmy is going to brighten your day, my
Look
brother.
at this. Just shut up, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Inspirational.
An up that is shut is not as good as an up that is open. I'm going to be inspirational.
I know I don't acknowledge Chip, but you know what? I'm going to fucking embrace Inspirational Jimmy. That one I can embrace, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Great. I love
That's
it.
true.
Because they're fucking horseshit like the real ones. What is that, a big fucking circle they're
Look how
making?
far away. The planes get so far away so quickly. And then, you got sound? Can you hear the engines?
Here's a... How the fuck do they do that?
They're just about touching.
Yeah. And said 18 inches apart.
What?
Yeah. 18 inches apart when they're doing their maneuvers.
And they're 18 inches apart?
Yeah,
we said
and
earlier.
Some maneuvers are 18 inches wingtip to wingtip. And then...
No.
Yeah, no shit. And then one of the planes was doing 450 miles an hour right at the level of the beach. It just, and all I could think is, you know what that's got to look like from the cockpit? Just like 450 miles an hour down the beach.
How do they not just crash all the time?
I know.
They do sometimes.
Flying upside down, fucking next to each other.
Boy, this guy's not flying for Continental anytime soon.
Wow, Chip, that's good. Look at that perfectly synchronized barrel
gonna
roll
say?
with four of them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these fucking planes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you even know the answer. New York to L.A., how fast would they do it?
That thing?
Because we're used to what, a 5.5 hour fucking flight?
Going
6 hours?
500 miles an hour.
Yeah,
What would they do?
2.5.
You can make that in a couple hours.
Maybe 42 minutes.
You can make that in a couple hours.
2 hours, you thinking?
Yeah.
Wow, can you imagine?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You could fucking go to LA for dinner, come back, and be in your own bed. No problem.
Yeah, that is just insanity.
But to rush to a destination is to abandon a place
that you've been.
It's just as good / shit as any other inspirational thing. Oh no, Inspirational Jimmy.
I feel so good
is
now.
just the worst.
That's right.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, I hate Inspirational Jimmy because I know I'm just going to read these tweets.
Holy shit, is that good?
It's to abandon a place, but it is.
Maybe we get a little box of inspirational quotes in studio.
I like inspirational quotes.
Oh, that's good.
I've always been obsessed with how fucking awful they are.
Because they're not inspiring anybody. And inspired Jimmy to make inspirational quotes.
That's right. I'm Inspirational Jimmy.
Good. Yeah.
One who doesn't inspire will perspire.
You got my endorsement, Inspirational Jimmy. I'm all in on this one.
I love
I am all in
Inspirational
on this
Jimmy
one.
and hate him all at the same time.
That's right.
That's right.
Anything for people that are feeling a little depressed about this oil slick? Because I know a lot of people are not.
Good question.
They're not. Yeah. They don't need good shrimps for that. Because that's what the think are good places to take dates. Yeah, for some reason, love the Red Lobster and they think the Olive Garden's real Italian food. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. And Golden Corral. Oh, love the Golden Corral. That's fine dining for all the out there.
I've learned something. They like the Olive Garden now, too?
Oh, they love the Olive Garden.
I knew about the Red Lobster, but not the Olive Garden.
They say, honey,
they didn't get the Olive Garden, too, did they?
Schoolia Baba, we're eating Italian tonight. And she go, where we eating? And I say, the Olive Garden, because we's...
Can you dig that?
Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Where Mr. Bush? I seen him at the Olive Garden. The only not there. Notice I didn't say white person.
You didn't like the Mr. Bush line?
I blame Mr. Bush for everything. Mr. Bush, why did the levees break and flood our wonderful chocolate city? Why did you break the levees? And he said, I wasn't even born when they were built, motherfucker. Shut up. I'm busy. Wait till your president comes in and maybe he could fix your whole city. You. I go to Red Lobster and feed that fat wife of yours. Like it's a real restaurant, Scooby-Doo.
I thought, when I first heard about it, I thought that was the Levy's broke. I was going to yell at Bobby over here or something.
Chip, that's a hot one.
Yes.
Ew, Chip.
Someone on the line has a Jimspiration.
Yeah.
Mike in Missouri has a Jimspiration. Yes, Mike.
The more they break the levees, the more they will build up our endurance.
What a douche show.
That's just uncomfortable.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're uncomfortable. I don't like them. They make me feel bad. They're not inspirational.
The more you flood us with water, we will flood you right back with love and understanding.
Let's go to Mike in Missouri. Mike has a Jimspiration for you. Mike?
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
You have to take time to inspire before you expire.
It's very inspirational.
That's right.
Very inspirational.
Yeah, that's right.
Jimspirations is going to be huge.
Money is only a tool. Use it to build selfishness or happiness.
I hate that they're exactly like you'd read on someone's shitty fucking site.
Yeah.
Oh, you horrible.
He goes, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A nightmare is just a dream that hasn't been attempted.
Oh, God.
They come naturally to him, though.
Yeah.
People yelling, "Stop! We get it." That's right. And Anthony's new bit is called Jig-spiration, according to Jordan.
No. Still to come on the Worst of the Week countdown.
Club Soda Kenny does Dickie Goodman, Carrot Top, and Bobo, Dr. Kaku, Jonah Hill, and then we get the hell out of here.
But coming up next...
Sam coming up, Bobo, yet again. I know the audience is groaning, but this one is sort of we're nice to him at this point. Nobody's groaning. If you're not a friend of Bobo, if you're not a fan of Bobo, then you're no friend of mine. Bobo is number one. Well, he's number two. Sam Roberts is number one. Bobo and his health problems when we come back. Did you just compare yourself to pee? Oh.
We'll be right back. Yes, we'll be right back with more. For you.
More of the Worst of the Week. Coming up.
The Virus on SiriusXM.
Sam, once again, Bobo's in studio, but this time it's a little treat because we have Patrice and Carrot Top in studio. And
Can't touch this.
Well, before I go, Mr. Oil Spill, did you know that Jim Norton is performing at Caroline's all weekend long? Thanks, Mr. Oil Spill.
It's just as bad as Dickie.
It's just as good, meaning bad. Sure.
My favorite line is when he goes, what are you doing here, Eric? And he goes, because I'm fat. Instead of saying, why are you here?
Yeah, what are you doing
here?
How do you say hurricane, too?
Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Yes, and his favorite fish is herrings.
Kenny, I think you did a good job right there.
Wow.
Well, I owe a lot of credit to Sam and Troy.
Yeah?
You were just trashing those
What
guys.
about Dickie Goodman, the inspiration for the whole thing?
Yeah.
No,
why don't you go
guys.
the distance and really, imitate him? I got a 50 cal if you want to
Exactly.
put a dent in your head.
Dickie could have performed from the flotilla that the Israeli commandos were on. Oh, no, is that a pipe?
Stephen S. from Bayshore, Dopey Goodman is a retarded hoot.
Yes. Dickie Goodman. Wow.
How long
Every
ago
so
was
often.
his suicide? Was it like years and
89.
years ago?
89, yeah. So,
Wow.
wow, I missed the anniversary of his suicide. We all did, I guess, last year. How did that happen?
Can we read what inspired it? We obviously know why he did it, but
Is there
what's
any Wikipedia
say?
stuff on him? Because
Yes.
I want every gross detail of why he was despondent.
The last thing, was his wife left him and she threw one of those 45s at him. Why don't you make another fucking record?
Jesus Christ. People don't even have record players anymore, Dickie. He's like, oh, no, but I'm going to put it on compact disc. It's a new medium shut up, Dickie. You're useless. You're a fucking dinosaur, Dickie. A dinosaur. As a big black gentleman comes in and escorts her out. Dickie couldn't take it. Oh, fantastic.
Nice light green velour suit.
Oh.
Giant bulge in the front of it.
He punches him in the face because he thought the King Kong thing was about him. Dickie Goodman sucks.
He really is horrendous.
So glad he's dead.
Oh, that was the most deserved ending anybody's ever come to.
Of course it was.
Jesus.
Anything, Danny? Anything happen? Any fun facts about Dickie's death?
I'm reading now. I'm just trying to find some, any kind of info. It says here that Dickie, when he shot himself, was broke and broken-hearted, so I'm assuming that he had
Oh, great.
some failed relationship.
Fantastic. Good. Dickie. And he was broke. All that Mr. Jaws money.
His first record
And apparently
went back to the 50s or something, right?
Really?
Yeah.
What was he doing in the 50s?
He
The
was
same shit?
Mr. Black's only water fountain. What do you think?
What do you want to say when a Negro drinks out of the white fountain? A ba 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 ba.
Hey, Mr. German Shepherd and the guy with the fire hose.
Hey, Governor George Wallace. I love it.
He went back that far, huh? How old was old Dickie when he decided to have
30.
a lead fucking...
He was 55.
Jolly Rancher.
55.
What?
55, and apparently he did it at his son's house.
Oh, that's
really?
nice.
How considerate.
That's nice.
Wonderful. Let him clean up the mess.
But his son egged him on. Hey, Dad, you hungry? Here, he handed him a shotgun. He put some peanut butter and jelly on it.
Bet his suicide note was a hoot. Hey, Mr. Coroner! Try to find all my brains, could you? It was suicide, Sam.
Sam, he put a gun in his mouth and he took his life.
Thank God.
That's right.
I'm so happy, but I got to listen to that King Kong one. You got to wish death on him.
Horrendous. Someone said the Star Wars one is really bad too.
Oh God!
You want to do the Star Wars
yes,
one?
I do.
Please.
Do we have that there, Travis? You might not have it.
If it's named Star Wars, I don't have it. Let me
have it online.
Hey, Mad Dog's saying you're wrong, Travis. That they're not going to do anything with that call.
Well, Mad Dog and I have differing opinions. I still think he's going to do something.
All right, well, we'll have to find out later today. I mean, he's got to say something with everyone talking about that perfect game
Oh,
thing.
there's got to be a Star Wars one.
Yeah, supposedly the Star Wars. I would give you credit. I don't
Maybe.
remember. I don't know who sent that one in, but
Can't find it?
No, I thought we played it once.
Hey, Darth Vader. I'm sure he had all of them in there.
Yeah. Hey, Chewie.
Oh, God.
I think he did like Pac-Man or something. I think.
Did he do a Pac-Man song?
I think he did like one of the video games.
I'm obsessed with him now.
No kidding.
He's all I think of.
I just want to.
He comes up on the show every once in a while.
No, he did one on Jaws.
Yeah,
we did the Jaws
You
one.
played
That
the
one
Jaws
was
one?
so
Right.
bad.
That's where it should have stopped.
Yeah.
Where he decided, no, the world needs more of these.
More
What else
Dickie
did he
Goodman.
do?
He had like 20 or 30 of them.
Awful.
No Star Wars? Sorry about that.
Oh, thought there was. Damn it.
Oh, well.
You want to hear another one anyway?
Which one you got?
Which one?
Oh, I got a bunch.
Yeah.
Super Superman?
Keep
Oh,
going.
that was when the Superman movie was big.
All right, keep going. Let's see
Boy,
what
one
else.
hit after another.
Santa and the Touchables?
Touchables.
The Ride of Paul Revere? I guess the Touchables was a big one because then he's got the Touchables in Brooklyn.
Ugh.
And then he has just the Touchables.
Enough about that.
Watergate.
Watergate's probably a good one.
Let's try Watergate. Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Liddy.
Are we dating ourselves doing a Watergate one? I guess all of these are.
Yeah, they're all old.
I know. I figure Star Wars don't.
No way to sound young and hip playing these.
Dickie Goodman, you're right. What am I talking about? All right, let's do the Watergate.
Mr. Nixon, I'm a Jew. Get out of here. Hate the Jews.
He did a Miss Pac-Man. He did do a Miss Pac-Man there too. All right, let's do the Watergate.
And now for the news, we take you to the White House. Mr. President, have you any statement regarding Watergate?
Watergate? Whoa, stop
How would
that.
you describe the Watergate incident?
He can't say.
Why is he saying Watergate?
Why is he? Maybe he wasn't allowed to say it or something.
no,
Maybe it was some
God.
copy.
Thinly disguising the name.
Copyright infringement?
Yeah.
Watergate.
Why would you say Watergate?
He could say it.
Great.
Was that his way of saying that? Was he making a political statement with his bit?
He's saying Watergate. He said it twice.
Watergate? He's saying that on purpose.
He certainly is.
Ugh. All right.
And now for the news, we take you to the White House. Mr. President, have you any statement regarding Watergate? How would you describe the Watergate incident? Mr. President, what were you doing at the time the incident took place? And how do you feel about it now?
Here I am, stuck in the middle.
Mr. President, what will your position be from now on?
No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Clean.
All right.
This is 1973. What will you be saying at election time in 1976?
It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? Still want me?
Just arriving is the First Lady. How would you describe the President?
She's a free and gentle flower growing wild.
Oh, my God.
With me now is John Snitchell. And Mr. Snitchell, who do you
Snitchell
believe
instead of
was
Mitchell.
responsible for Watergate? In a phone call, Mrs. Snitchell had this to say.
He's the funkiest worm in the world.
Here with me is John Bean. Sir, how do you think the President will wind up at the end of all
my
this?
God.
Reeling in the years, stowing away the time.
This is so
Mr. President,
bad.
what do you feel you have going in your favor?
I knew Jesus before he was a super.
Fishes
in a itty bitty pool.
Mrs. Yates, what are your children's names?
Sully, Jenny, Disco Bibble, and Boopy Doopy Doop.
Don't you realize they're the fruit of your loins?
3 little fishes and the mama fish too.
Uh-oh, the little Yates boy isn't looking so good. What's that coming out of his nose?
Tiny bubble. Oh, God.
Andrea, I notice you're using a very gentle shampoo on their little heads. Is that Johnson & Johnson's? Well, in that case, maybe you're not the worst mother in the world. Hey, little baby Yates, how did you feel as Mommy squeezed the last bit of life out of your tiny, defenseless body? Andrea, you kooky homicidal twat. How come you showed less emotion through this whole ordeal than an Asian hooker? Well, Mrs. Yates, you've finally done it and all 5 of your children are dead. What are you going to do when their dad comes home?
Let's celebrate.
Thank you for allowing me to take a shit in your den of death, Mrs. Yates. Any final words before I wipe my ass and get the fuck out of here? Well, that's it. Till next time, Dickie Goodman, with no comedy on my mind and a big fucking bullet hole in my head.
I forgot he put the fucking bullet thing in it. All right, that's not bad.
See, Joe got the spirit of the bit.
What color like him? Yeah, that was good that we cut our losses with the Space Hitler and went to that one.
Funny.
What an ass. That's fucking
very brutal.
Still to come on the worst of the week countdown.
Bobo's cock becomes a prop for Carrot Top. That rhymed, and that was stupid. But we also got Dr. Kaku, who's going to tell us what the fuck is going on with the oil in the Gulf. Also, I'll plug my Twitter, eRock Radio.
But coming up next...
Sam, in just a little bit, an old friend of the show returns. We're going to be talking to Carrot Top. Carrot Top calls himself Carrot Top because he's got orange hair. He's also very muscular. He's got props. We've got Patrice O'Neal and Bobo. What's going to go down? Stay tuned. It's next. Why does Bobo call himself Bobo, then? His tiny little dick, I guess.
The Virus on Sirius XM.
Sam, it's been a while since this guest has been in studio. It's the return of Carrot Top. You know, we get him in, we're talking to him, we're talking about his career, his television appearances. So everything's going good. We need to ruin it by bringing in Bobo. I don't think he ruins it. I think it only gets better. And by the way, everything's going well. Not everything's going good. Anyway, Bobo came in and Carrot Top had his crates of props that he uses for his prop comedy with him. Bobo decided that he wanted to be a prop comic and use Carrot Top's props to come up with his own jokes. We're going to find out how well he did in front of professional comedians Carrot Top and Patrice O'Neal. I think Bobo is the next up-and-coming prop comic star. I don't think all those words were used properly. Nevertheless, here it is.
Number 3.
We say hi to Carrot Top entering the studio.
I know, man. Right.
There he is.
Good. How's it going?
What's up, brother?
Good. Oh, good. Good to see you. Yeah, doing great. How you guys?
Nice.
What's going on, man?
Right. Yeah, just good to see you again. Studio.
Huh? Yeah. Every other fucking year we have another studio. I was counting the studios in New York. We're up to like 5 studios in New York alone already.
Jesus.
That we've broadcasted in, right? Yeah. XM, K-Rock, here, NEW. Maybe 4, whatever.
Yeah, too many.
Matters. Too many is right.
Too many goddamn.
Huh?
A lot of porn stores, too. I was walking here.
See, you like the porn? There are not many porn stores anymore, Carrot Top. They're pushing them out to the to the outside.
I saw enough of them.
Oh, really?
There's like 20 or 20. Yeah, I know they are.
Yeah, I know
there's like a Gap, and then there's like of Dwayne Reed, and then there's like another one. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah. How awful is it though? Because dude, you can't go anywhere without being. You're so recognizable. It's like if you want to go jack off at a porn place, like you got to put a hat on.
That's what I'm saying. It took me all morning to try to find a place that way I could get some privacy and jerk off. But yeah, can I watch you? And it's take care of jerking off. Yeah, it's tough, you know.
Yeah, you're one of the attractions.
Yeah, I'm one of the attractions.
They open up a fucking thing. It's like, hey, I'm trying to jerk off.
Well, that's a good actor though. I mean, he's done other stuff. It's like he's not a bad actor at all. He's a good actor.
The buzz is definitely
but you
out
wouldn't think
there.
like hard comedy,
Right.
like killing out in the screen or whatever. But he brings it, man. It's pretty funny.
He's playing an exaggerated version of himself, and we were discussing like people that have no business being in movies that take you out of movies because their eyes can't like focus correctly. You know what I mean? When they get like some big celebrity from some other world and put them in a movie,
They look like directly in the camera.
Oh, yeah, all that crap. But not with Pete Diddy is what I'm saying.
I gotta say, and even as a non-fan, you can say he's funny in the movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
I have to say that. So hold on, Bobby. Go ahead.
What's the actor's name that his eyes go back and forth like really fast, like on the camera? It just goes
Tweaky.
They go back and forth all the time, just back and forth, back and forth.
Rich Vos.
It's an actor.
Wow, Bobby.
What?
What happened?
I don't know who you mean.
Bobby, what the fuck are you talking about?
There's an actor.
staring at you.
I swear to God, there's an
I'm
actor.
trying to figure it out.
There's an actor out there.
Jonah's just trying to be nice.
Go back. His eyes go back and forth the whole time on every movie.
Governor Patterson?
Yes, his eyes go back and forth. You can't watch a movie he's fucking in because his eyes just keep going back and forth.
I don't know. But I like the fact that you don't know who he is, but you keep saying eyes go back and forth, hoping it will spark
Hoping
something.
that's going to help everybody out in the room? No. Hey,
No idea.
Did you hang out with P. Diddy? Is he a cool guy?
Yeah, he's cool, man. You
Yeah.
know, obviously that's, you know, all my friends are my buddies from high school and college and stuff. So my social circle is pretty small in that way. But, you know, he wanted to take me out to kind of like show me what it was like to party. Like, because we were about to make this movie and I'm not really familiar with that lifestyle. And he took me and my buddies from high school to Vegas for a weekend before shooting with all his buddies. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I just brought some coffee. This is great. It's early in the morning.
We couldn't get him a Starbucks?
No, this is great.
Oh,
So that was fucking insane because, you know, I'm not used to that shit, man. Like, I don't really party that much, you know, at least not since I was 18 or something, you know,
Right.
a little younger. And
What'd you guys do in Vegas?
we just fucking partied, man. I mean, it was
some tells me
really,
he
it was
probably knows how to party.
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's kind of, you know, like you walk in and he kind of owns the place and everyone's going crazy and you're just kind of sitting next to him and like,
what the fuck?
And they're like, why are those two guys together? That doesn't make any sense. And like, you know, he's a cool guy. And obviously, you know, he's eccentric and he's like this grandiose figure, but you don't get to where he is by accident. He's a smart, he's highly intelligent dude, you know?
Yeah.
So obviously there's a lot of girls. Did you capitalize on that at all?
I have a girlfriend, man, so I was kind of out of... I imagined if I didn't have a girlfriend, it would have been easier to be with a guy like that because girls just flock to him. You know
Oh my God! I
mean?
can't believe you were faithful. I'm so awful.
Yeah.
I'd be avoiding eye contact for 3 weeks. I was Vegas, you know, I'm taking giant pills.
Yeah. And that was kind of like the pussiest answer ever on my end.
Right.
But I gotta say, besides the fact that I love my girlfriend, I don't think I could deal with having to like. Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to hang out without ever like thinking about it in my mind, I guess, you know?
Yeah, it'd be difficult not to act on that, especially just because you know they're only doing it to get next to him. Like, I love when a girl uses me to get to somebody more important.
That's what the movie's kind of like. That's what Get Him to the Greek is kind of like, is this guy thinks it's going to be fucking awesome to go, you know, it's like, it is kind of a fantasy in that way. You get to party with your favorite rock star for 3 days. Like, you're wearing an Ozzy t-shirt. I imagine in 1980, going to party with Ozzy was probably like a fantasy.
Right now it is.
He would do it
Right
today.
now, yeah. So I'm saying it's like it's like the ultimate fantasy for this guy, and then he kind of meets his hero, and then is like, shit, he's kind of batshit crazy, and you know, girls, it's cool to fuck girls, but then it's like, oh, they only like me because I'm with this guy, or you know, and then you kind of miss, you know, the normalcy of actual stable life, you know?
Yeah.
See, I love it. I toured with Dice, and occasionally I'd get blown because they.
Cool photo of him with a gun that he really shouldn't have either.
Jesus. And Norton?
Norton is Jim Norton on Twitter, and he's doing Caroline's all this weekend.
Wow. Everybody else gets a judgment call, and Norton gets a plug for Caroline's.
Well, Norton doesn't have anything that he's doing on his Twitter.
No. Oh, jeez. E-Rock taking shots. E-Rock, if it's Saturday night, you can catch Sam and Dave live from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern on the Virus, XM202 Series 197.
Is this for special delivery?
Special delivery, yes. If it's Sunday, you missed it, but...
I will be there this week.
Oh, thank God.
Pepper not really doing that.
Well, you know.
All right.
But Sunday, you can still catch Dr. Steve. He's on Saturday and Sunday at midnight Eastern. Although nobody listens to him, so you probably shouldn't either.
Space filler.
E-Rock, I think that about wraps it up.
Yes, we're done, and go away.
Amazon wish list? Oh, no, that's
no.
Bit.
That, is he back?
Who knows?
And that's it for the Opie and Anthony Worst of the Week Countdown. Next week we'll probably do this whole thing all over again. So if you want to make some plans or something, it's cool.
What is going on? This is the worst of the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Joe Rogan, where the fuck have you been?
I've been hiding.
I know you're busy and all, but we miss you.
Dude, I miss you guys too. I listen every day, and I swear to God, I've thought about booking comedy in New York just so I could do your show again.
Yes, get out here.
I just hate getting to the East Coast. It's too much of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I hear that. Are you a Muscle Milk fan?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
There you go, Bill.
Chocolate mint. You ever have the chocolate mint one?
Yeah, chocolate mint strong. It is like a shake.
It's a shake.
Joe gets it with pot in it somehow. You ever to buy it with weed in it?
You can get weed and everything in California.
Everything Joe has weed in it.
I got a bottle of pot soda in front of me right now.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, it's for real. It's
those
nuts.
fucking
you can get
pharmaceutical
strips and everything.
Pharmaceutical pot places sell everything with pot in it. It's not just weed. You can buy fucking soda, cookies.
It's so crazy. There's 500 medical marijuana dispensaries in Southern California alone right now.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
it's insane. You drive down the street, you see neon weed signs. You would think it's a scene in a movie. But you would think there's no way this could be real.
Well, Joe, you know what they're doing? They're setting up to legalize this stuff. Finally,
yeah, they are. They're realizing that. You know what? For the longest time, they could keep studies away from people, and people, I heard it does this to you. But now that you have the internet, everybody has the facts in front of them, and slowly but surely, people are starting to wake up and go, if it doesn't get legalized with us, what the fuck? I mean, who is it going to get legalized with?
Yeah, true.
They're just trying it out right now. They're like, all right, let's see what this does.
It's gonna make them enough money that it's not gonna, like the situation that they're at right now. They're getting a lot of money from pharmaceutical companies and alcohol and tobacco companies to keep making these commercials, these Partnership for a Drug-Free America commercials.
Yeah,
that's who finances that stuff.
These
they
medical
want to just make people think it's bad.
These medical marijuana shops. I'm looking at a couple of pictures of them online over here. Not quite your Rexall or CVS pharmacy looking place. They're fucking head shops.
It looks like the red light district. It looks like you can get a Yankee Cranky in there, too.
That's not where you go to pick up, like, fucking Crestor or something,
One of them that I went to, they have the cop that used to come there, or rather the doctor that used to come there, like once or twice a month and do prescriptions. You just basically go in, you tell them I have a headache. When do you get headaches? Whenever I think about the fact that pot's illegal. Literally that.
All right, here you go.
I have lower back pain.
Yeah. Looking at me like for sure I'm a cop. Like, he's going to, like, they're very careful. Like, you could tell they're worried about, like, DEA agents infiltrating them.
The feds.
Seeing how easy it is to get a prescription. It's very easy.
Yeah, who did we have in? Doug Benson was saying how easy it is, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
he did that documentary, Super High Me.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's incredibly easy.
Yeah, you got a prescription for that.
And it's not like you just go...
like, that's bad. But if you look at it on paper, it's way safer than alcohol, way safer than tobacco. You want to watch, that's the best piece of...
Right, it's not like, am I going to get sued? Am I going to jail?
He didn't give a shit.
That was the days when you didn't worry about lawsuits.
That's not good. It's not good.
He got knocked out by Jack Nicholson in The Departed.
Border
Patrolman
funny. Shot him.
Yeah. There was a time you didn't worry about lawsuits and all that crap.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
I just got knocked out over dumb shit. I remember it was a blizzard of 78, and we got snowed in at the Blue Hill Regional School. So we're sleeping in the gym, and they had these ropes hanging from the ceiling. So me and my brother start swinging on them, and as we're both facing each other as we're going by, like laughing as we get closer and closer. Then there was that one fateful time we both had a look of panic. We passed each other, dude, just like two bells, and like the back of our heads just. Bam! Right off the ropes onto those little AMF pads.
Yeah.
And then like assholes, I swear to God, not even an hour later, we get back on them again.
Oh, my God.
Same thing again. Both times.
You got knocked out twice?
I've got knocked out 3 times in my life and twice within the same hour.
That's real dangerous, man. That's real dangerous.
You did it again?
You're knocked out more than once in a day.
Really? My best knockout was because I called my good friend the N-word.
Oh, well.
Really?
Apparently not that good a friend as you thought.
No, Joe.
You called him a nigger and he punched you in the head and knocked you out?
Yeah, but see, that sounds really bad, so let me explain. Like, I was part of the basketball culture growing up, and I had a lot of black friends, and I was playing a little pickup game, and Gary was on my team, and he sunk a fine 3-pointer, and I pointed to him, and I said, nice shot.
No way.
But you said with the A, you were like nigga.
No, I went ER, but because
you
ER
didn't
was
go ER.
The ER was way in back then. But, Joe, I mean, to defend myself, they were using it among each other, so I figure I'm part of the black culture, so I could use it too.
There's nothing wrong. Listen, it's just a fucking word. What's important is intent. The problem is we've given people the ability to, they use this word like it's a magic ticket to be able to punch you in the face anytime they want.
I was complimenting my friend, and that's the truth.
All you had to say was and use the A and have A, but you just
I gotta. You can't get away with even that with some.
No,
I know. I'm joking.
Joe,
I'm just
I got a chipped tooth to this day, and I don't even think I got the full word out before I was out cold on the basketball court.
Wow! And what did he say when he woke you up?
We never talked again.
What? He didn't apologize? Nothing?
Hell fucking no.
Oh, my God.
That's how I remember it. I don't think we ever talked again. That was obviously the end of the game for me because I was like, in La La Land.
It's all right, because you're still white.
Right. How do you guys feel about the word faggot? Because I keep hearing, this is the latest that I keep hearing.
That's the new N-word.
That's like the same as saying nigger. It's like for gay people. Gay people can call themselves that, but you're not allowed to use that. I'm like, that's nonsense. We already have one fucked up word like that.
Yeah.
We don't need another fucked up crazy word.
I think intent on that one and context is all important because I've used the word faggot my whole life as far as saying to friends, you want to come out? What are you doing? Don't be a faggot. Grab your mitt. We're going to fucking play some ball or something. It had nothing to do with gay. Nothing to do with being gay.
We're going to lose.
I fight this all the time. I'm like, this is silly. I got in a big argument with a gay comic about it in Boston. I'm like, this is silly. It's intent is what's important. You can't have fucking another magic word.
Well,
we've been saying it our whole lives.
Well, we lost the N-word. We're losing the F word.
I'm not giving up retard. I'm not giving up fucking you're retarded.
Give up. You can't give it up.
No.
You're not saying you have a disease. You have Down syndrome.
Yeah. Right.
You're saying you're fucking
You're
retarded.
just being a fucking retard is what you're doing.
Joe, you got to continue fighting the good fight because we're pretty much losing faggot. And fast forward 2 years, the list will be ridiculous of words we're not allowed to say.
That's how I feel about the fanny pack as well.
And
I'm bringing back fanny packs, and I'm bringing back faggot.
And I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand where you're not allowed to say a word that other people are allowed to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the gay guy was saying.
That's what confuses me.
That makes sense.
No,
you know what it's like?
It
It's like
doesn't make
this
sense.
is what it's like.
There's
it's like
consequences if you use the word.
No, I'll tell you what. That's like you can't kick the shit out of my little brother, but I can.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's nuts. Well,
it's not nuts.
It's a magic
makes
word.
sense.
I think it's nuts, man. If a group of people are allowed to use the word, why am I not allowed to use it? I mean, if I'm going to use it, there's consequences. I could get the shit kicked out of me,
why would
right?
you want
I can't
to?
believe that.
I just
for saying it as a friend.
Bill, to be honest, I probably wouldn't use the word. I want to be able to.
Yeah, well, I do a joke
want to be
about
able to
how I
say
use it only on stage when I'm explaining like that it's talking about the word. That's the only time I use it, either on stage or when I know for sure there's no black people around.
Right. I only use it in my car with the windows rolled up after I've been cut off.
Look, I don't think that saying like faggot. You can't compare it. You weren't like enslaved and dragged here from another country. There wasn't like that whole kind of thing.
They don't show importance to the word.
Gays
don't show importance to the word.
I think they're trying to piggyback onto
sexy.
Well, they want to have their own special word. It's discriminated.
Forget it.
I love that Bill just
Why try? Why try? You know what? I got an hour and a half sleep last night. I give up. I give up.
Man. Brandon's saying that 2 minutes ago I said I was never knocked out. I think Joe Rogan was saying he was never knocked out.
Yeah, I said I've never been unconscious, but I've been dropped.
And if I said I was never knocked out, that's a lie.
No, you said
Gary.
you were knocked out.
Gary knocked the fuck out of me.
That's so fucked up that guy would think that it's okay to do that just because you said a word, even though clearly your intent wasn't to insult him.
Dude,
clearly.
He's standing out there. There's other black guys in the court, and then he has to come off like he gave him the permission to call him that. He's lucky he didn't stomp your head after it.
How ridiculous is that?
Bill is absolutely right. He had to.
I'm
not happy about it, but now looking back, I'm like, he had to.
Yeah, he had to.
No,
he had to save face with his boys. But I thought I was in.
Another time I got knocked out. Another time I got knocked out. I got run over by a Jeep.
Really?
I was racing my brother home, and he could always beat me from a dead stop. So I was like, I know, I'll cross the street as we're racing. And I swear to God, I thought I looked. And I drove right out in front of this guy, and I got hit. Next thing I was upside down. Last thing I remember seeing was the bumper and one of the front tires.
Wow!
I wish I had video to see how I didn't get run over because I woke up and I was laying right on the double yellow line. Like I was knocked out for like literally like whatever. The amount of time it took the guy to pull over because I stood up and ran to the sidewalk, and the biggest dude you ever saw get out of this Jeep crying like a baby because I was like in second grade, and he was just like, oh my God, I hit him.
His life's over.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'll buy you a new bike, you know.
That's your worst nightmare.
Oh, my God.
If you're driving a car. Hitting a kid?
Oh, damn.
Fuck. That's your worst nightmare.
It would be horrible.
You ever sprint across the street without looking?
Yeah.
What a
I
great
got hit
feeling.
once when I was 20.
What a great feeling.
Main Street, 25A. Aunt knows where I used to live. A very busy street. The ball would go across the street, the basketball mostly. And every once in a while, you would sprint without looking. I guess because you know that you were running so fast that the odds that you would actually get hit.
That's insanity.
Fuck that. Holy shit.
I remember as a kid, I did that a few times.
Look
for
both
real.
ways, you nut.
And what a great feeling, though, man, when you get to the other side.
Hey, Bill, let me ask you this, man. Bill, when you were knocked out, you said you've been knocked unconscious 3 times.
Yeah.
Did you feel different after like the 3rd time? Do you ever feel like maybe you lost a step?
No, because
retarded.
it was literally like they all happened like 2nd grade and then twice in like the 5th grade. So your brain just recovers then, I think.
But you're saying that your memory's going a little bit.
Oh, my memory is going, no.
I'm just wondering, because I know the question in MMA has always been how many times can you get knocked out where you can still safely compete?
Yeah. All right, well, I basically smashed heads with my brother who was in 1st grade, which, is obviously not the same as getting punched by Chuck Liddell, so.
Well, it is for a 1st grader.
Banging
Decent
heads
point.
was the worst feeling.
Decent point.
Heads banging together, man, it's scary as fuck.
That clunking sound is just
feeling. What about the head?
Dunk.
Yeah, on the asphalt.
Yeah,
And when you play with the Nerf football and somebody go up for it, and you hear that classic coconut.
Oh, man.
Somebody